Hey guys, Paula here. I received this basin kit from the company and I want to show you how to set it up. So you'll place this mat on the bottom of your basin to help prevent any water from getting your mattress wet. Just in case there's an accidental spill of water or something while you're washing someone's hair, this will help to keep everything underneath dry. So provided was this handheld air pump that we were unable to use on the larger part of the basin. It just seemed to take forever, so if you happen to have an electric pump, I would recommend using that to air up the larger part of this basin. Now, this hand pump was great for this small pillow. You can air it up through this small connector on the back, and this pillow actually helps to keep the person's head elevated and supported while you're actually washing their hair. But it just seemed to take too long for us to actually fill it up for the larger part of this basin. If you have really bad arthritis in your hands, you may not have the strength to close this plug up once it's on a soft surface. So I recommend plugging this up before washing because you may need two hands to actually get it closed properly. This is the drain plug and it's connected to the drain hose. So if it's not closed properly, it could leak out water all over the place. You'll wash the person. Once finished, you'll pull the plug and it'll drain into one of the buckets that you've actually placed for that drain hose. Okay, so this did come with a water bag and it actually has a very small shower head on the end. You'll actually fill this up with water, but I don't recommend filling it up too full because if the person you're bathing has really short hair, filling it up really high makes the bag very heavy and it's almost impossible to actually hang up. So the plastic is thick, but I'm afraid it's actually going to rip the plastic because of the weight of the water. Once it's filled up, you're actually going to go ahead and close your plug and just make sure that the shower head is closed before hanging it up. This is the shower head. It does have a handle to turn the water actually on and off. And if the handle is turned vertical, then it's actually open. And when it's turned horizontal, it's going to be closed. A challenge that we ran into was making sure that our actual bag was hung higher than the basin itself. If it isn't, then gravity is unable to kind of work its magic and force the water through the shower head. So if this is an item you're thinking of purchasing, I would recommend looking for like a tall hook or something similar that you can actually place somewhere for this bag to be able to go ahead and hang off of. Now, I'm going to go ahead and set this up in the bedroom and wash my husband's hair so you can see actually how this works. Okay, so now that I have everything set up, one of the things that I want to show you is you can see how this little pillow just kind of keeps his head slightly elevated from the remainder of the water of the basin. And then, of course, our bucket is set up with the water line. To make sure that this is actually plugged in. So, and we have our bag held up with a clothes hanger, and then of course there is the little handle, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this on there really quick so that I can show you the rest of this basin. Now we had to go ahead and actually let out some of the air from the basin because he actually complained that it was a little too tight around his neck, so just a little bit of caution. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually show you what the water looks like when it is opened, and you can see that it slowly trickles. It's not an extremely hard stream of water, and I'm going to go ahead and wash his hair really quick so that you can see how easy this process is. So if you find that washing someone's hair seems to be challenging, you can still tend to their needs by using this basin. It will make it easier on you and them. This was very easy to set up, to use, and dry out once we were done. We noticed that there was a small amount of water on our mat, so I'm very happy that this was provided so that our bed didn't get wet. But there was not a lot of water in the basin, and if you angle it just correctly after you pull this plug, it'll empty quickly and you can just hang it up somewhere to dry. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you felt the video was helpful, please hit the helpful button below.